Welcome to the J.R. Perry Show. My guest today is Mary Frances Spruce from 20th Century Fox and musical producer, writer, arranger, George Johnson of the Brothers Johnsons. Right now in the studio I have Mary Frances Spruce. How you doing, Mary?
Fine, thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming to my show. I really appreciate that. You know, I had an opportunity to meet you one day, and here you are today. That's real good. I want to kind of like jump right into it. You know, my show is a community show, and I try to give the community something positive to think about. Like I said, you're working with 20th Century Fox. Can you kind of give us an idea what you're doing over there?
Well, at the present time, 20th Century Fox is a pretty big lot.
Right.
So I'm with 20th Television,
okay.
Manager of current programming, which basically what that means, I'm a development executive, and when our shows are up right now, most of our shows are on hiatus, and we're about to get in full swing again. So once the shows are up and running again, then managing the shows, basically that's what I'll be doing.
Oh, that's good. Yes, George Johnson. How you doing, George?
Good. How you doing, man?
Ah, very good, man. I like that video. Kick it to the curb, huh?
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's real nice, man. Tell me, man, what have you been doing?
A lot. Actually, between kids, married life, 13 years.
Oh.
I mean, that should say it all.
I tell you.
Career. In on the political sense, as far as a musical thing, which you know of.
Right. Well, let's kind of say that for them. Don't want to give them too much.
Well, I mean, you know, it ranges from a lot of things, and still writing, keeping busy, and enjoying life.
Well, I know you've had a real nice hit out there on Tevin Campbell is his name, is that it?
Well, yeah, it was actually Quincy Jones on his album.
Okay, Quincy, Back on the Block album.
Right.
Yeah. What's the song?
Tomorrow. A Better You, a Better Me.
Yes.
And I'll Be Good to You.
I'll Be Good to You. Now, that was one of the songs you and your brother did, right?
Right. 76.
Yeah.
Brothers Johnson.
And you're also working with some other people right now. You're producing and arranging and writing with Larry Graham is one of the people.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He and I are co-producing together.
Okay.
Saida Garrett. We're writing for Quincy, for his label, for Saida.
Right.
Irene Cara.
Okay.
For my solo album for the brothers, you know, and the list goes on. Okay,
now we're going to get to it. Now, George is working with the Board of Governors, which is an elite organization with the music industry, which we might know in a layman terminology as the Emmy Awards or Grammy Awards.
Emmys? It's the Grammy.
Grammy,
yeah.
I'm thinking.
National Association of Recording Arts and Sciences.
Yeah.
Which is NARAS.
NARAS, right.
That's right.
You know, that's very unique, George, how you kind of entered into that arena of the business end. Tell my viewing audience how conducive it will be to the music industry that you're in there now.
Well, I will probably and will be helping a lot of those who really haven't got the shot.
Right.
You know, as far as just people who are used to being on top and riding the crest and, not moving.
Right.
And, there are certain people who've been on the board for many years and they haven't budged and won't budge. And they're used to dealing with colleagues and their friends, okay? And as far as I'm concerned, by my first board meeting, okay, in viewing that, you really know that some of these people aren't really into what's really going on musically. On the beat, KJLH, KAs are really not up on what's really going on. So I think the youth, which I represent,
right?
Yes, I'm very young.
Yeah, and that's what we
kind of, being there to represent, the younger music of today.
Yeah, and that's we didn't even know no one was there.
I didn't either. Well, I mean, I walked in and, for example, there's only 5 blacks out of 50 Board of Governors.
Wow.
I was the only black nominated for this term for 3
really?
years. Yeah.
And isn't there a lot of black music being sold out here?
Yeah, so it kind of makes you wonder.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I would think that there would be a lot more. So how does it feel to be on the governors, on the board? You know, there is it a good feeling.
I'll tell you the truth. When I walked in, you walk in, you know, I've never been on a board, period. I've never really been involved in a board meeting. But you walk in and there's, you know, a long table, people sitting around, chairs around the table. 50 people in there, including myself.
Right.
And I'm looking for more of us, more black people involved. And, you know, it was only 5. I'm like, okay. So I go get my little place, you know, and sit down and, you know, kind of listen and keep up with what's going on. And
right.
I actually at first felt a little nervous, okay, but after I sat down, it's like, okay, this is my place.
Right.
You know, I should be here.
Right.
I should be here to represent, you know, the people who aren't properly being represented.
Right. So you seen your purpose once you got in there.
Yeah, you know, I felt good about what I always have going in. But I really didn't know what to expect.
Right.
You know, by the first meeting and actually being there with the, quote, head of the industry people, because we are the ones who actually run it.
What you say?
Yeah, we run the board.
I would say so. that's going on, man. You know, I'm glad to see you and the other people that are on there making a difference. What I like most of all, George, is that, you know, you're a down-to-earth person. And I think that my viewing audience need to know that. George has been not hibernating, but George has been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Right, George? You know, you've been working, you know, like you said, with Saida, Quincy, and a few other people, and now you're on the board of governors, and I think that's great, man. It's not a... How does your peers think about that? You know, you being a producer and a writer. And
well, if anything, if they can feel secure, as far as knowing, especially if they're my friends, that I'm gonna look out for them.
Right.
They'll have my vote.
Right.
And I would expect to get phone calls, probably. You know, and I make sure you got my record, though. You know. I mean, it's only natural. I mean, if I had somebody, if you were on the board of governors, I'd say, hey, JR, here's a box. You know?
I heard that. Yeah.
It's you know, it's really, it doesn't make me feel any better than anyone else because I have a pretty clear head. I'm going in for one reason and one reason only, is to do a good job on representing whatever category I get into, which I'm actually shooting for Producer of the Year or Record of the Year. And by being maybe one and the only one black man in that committee, you know, I'm going to do a good job.
I heard that, and I believe you. Let me ask you, do you and your brother, Louis, right? Do you guys anticipate on doing something in the future?
Yeah, we're actually talking right now and looking for a new label to produce some more Brothers Johnson records.
Really?
Yeah. It's time again. I mean, you know, the rap music have started, and it's going to be here. It's time for the brothers again to come back out.
It surely is.
Funk, everybody's sampling.
That's
funk,
right,
so.
and that's what we need. George, look, I'm running out of time, but you know, I love to get you. I'm gonna get you back on my show.
I can't come back.
Oh, you gotta come back.
I can't come
you gotta come back. you know?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
But you know, by all means, man, let's keep in touch and you know, stay in tune. You know, because you got a very good head on your shoulder, brother. They picked a good guy for this particular position.
I'm happy to be here. I love what you're doing with your show, and if I can nominate this some type of way, it will be done.
Well, right on, man. I appreciate that much. Okay, well, that's a good note. Well, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be right back with you. Yes, I'd like to thank you for coming back to the show, and I'd like to thank my guest, Mary Frances Spruce from 20th Century Television, and George Johnson of the Brothers Johnson. And by all means, keep in touch with us. George, I want to thank you personally once again for coming down to my show and making it happen.
Right,
you
man.
know, and
It's
you keep a positive note, man, because we need you out here in this music industry.
Doing everything I can.
Because you know, rap is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but we need some of that good old music again.
That's what it's about.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And, you know, I think you're the man for the job, man. So you just, you know, stay in tune to what's going on, and I'm sure that you will make a difference out here.
I most definitely will. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, you know, you and your brother, get them hits out there. We need them.
But we're going to have that rolling.
You going to get them down?
We're going to have them rolling.
Yeah, because that's what we need. Pleasure again, brother.
All right, man.
My man.
All right.
You're much too good for that. Can't you see that I'm here but you this time? Just walk away and don't look back. He's the kind of guy that take you for a ride and treat you like an alley cat. Back and forth you go, your patience getting low. So tell me, can you handle that? Promise you the moon with the walk in the park in the afternoon. It's giving you a hunch. Now you got the beat into the punch. Why don't you kick it? Kick it to the curb. The bright things on the wall. Why don't you kick it? Kick it to the curb. The things you can recall. It fits like a glove. You thought you were in love. You had you standing in a trance. But little did you know his love would never show. He didn't stand a half a chance. Take it from a friend, just let our love begin, so I can bring you happiness. Don't let it break your style. I'll be here for a while, and you don't have to second guess. Promise you the moon with the walk in the park in the afternoon. It's giving you a hunch. Now you got to peek into the kick it, yeah. The bright things on the wall. Why don't you kick it? Kick it. Kick it to the curb. The things you can't recall. Why don't you kick it? Kick him. Kick it to the curb. Just give your love to me.